Trailblazers. Today is Thursday, May 29th, 2014. I'm James from Miss Coker's class.
And I'm Madison from Miss Morris's class.
And we are your news anchors for today.
Please stand for the pledge.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Today's lunch is PB&J sandwich, carrots and celery sticks, fruit juice, or fresh fruit.
And now here is Miss Krissinger.
Well, why don't we just come over to us for a minute? Yep.
Oh, there she is.
Good morning, Trailblazers. We're going to go back to Miss Krissinger in just a moment, but let's get to the most important news of the day. And for June and July, we've got a lot of birthdays to cover today.
Yes, we do, and we are celebrating, starting with Brandon Bordeaux, Johnny Dinger, Brianna Tucker, August Kachaluba, Joanna Lee, Justin Choi, Mallory Fred, Kirsten Genna, Jack Harvard, Emily Chesnick, Olivia Fascio, Vic Ruffing, Jeremy Champagne, Matthias Garrett, Michaela Hargraves, Sarah Halligan, Skylar DeClos, Giselle Medina. Quite a few, wow. Brandon Foster, Lucy Calhoun, Idri Allen, Taylor Rewinski, Isabella Spivey, Alexander Wilson, Abigail Johnson, Grant Melendez, Erica Wills, Kenji Austin, Mackenzie Deloach, Elizabeth Jett, Sarah Thomason, Juliette Biscoff, Lily Grisheimer, David Herring, Brandon Greenwald, Wesley Carter, Bethany Harvey, Dylan Wallet, John Jordan, Kason Coker, and I think this is Danila.
Where are you?
Danilyn. Okay, I wanted to say it right. Danilyn Lyon, Emily Phillips, Isabel Sastry, Rachel Welch, Jaden Bratton, Andrew Harrison, Marissa Lee, Morgan Kahn, Catherine Cochran, Colson Lynn Bloom, Ethan McEntee, Andrea Strickland, Mason Stafford, Mary Elizabeth, okay, Gwaltney, and Fatima Jimenez Martinez, all the way down through July 20th. And we will pick up with the 21st on tomorrow. And we still have a whole bunch left, but we are celebrating with them, and we want them to know that even though you won't be here at school, on your special day, we will be celebrating.
That's right. All right, I know the front office. Give them just a little bit. Yeah, they'll be inundated with a lot of students. But Trailblazers, please, if we called your name for summer birthdays, go up to the front office and you get your ribbon and your birthday treat. All right, so happy birthday to all of you. Just a reminder, missing books, if you have any. Do we have any classes yet? Okay, Miss Krissinger, I'm not going to steal your thunder today. Reminder to teachers, check your email, actually all faculty and staff, for the A-plus bonus money. We're hoping we still get that next year. We'd like to vote before we leave for summer vacation. So aides, the ballot, and teachers, the ballots are up in the front office. You will sign when you receive a ballot, and then you will sign when you put that ballot in the envelope. The number of ballots have to equal the number of signatures. So please try to do that before tomorrow at 3 o'clock. Teachers, you have until Tuesday at 3 o'clock to get those ballots in. Well, wow, what an exciting day we had yesterday. What a wonderful morning. We had Forrest Van Camp, our school board representative. We had Superintendent Jackie Pons here. We had the First Lady, Ann Scott, as our special guest yesterday that got to read in a few classes. There are wonderful pictures of that event. Mr. Schubert will get that link up on the school website. She was amazing, very personable lady. If you're seeing this video, Miss Scott, First Lady Scott, thank you for all of your support of DeSoto Trail. It was a great morning here at DeSoto Trail, and I know Miss Ferris even got some special well wishes for her retirement from First Lady Scott. So it was a great morning. Had a lot of fun. Today, teachers, please check your email for the reminder at 11:55. As the fifth graders are coming out of their special area classes, we're going to do a little farewell wave to them. There will be a song coming on over the PA, because we just think we'll see more of them today than tomorrow after their completion ceremony. I know a lot check out early. So congratulations to all the 5th graders. I know tomorrow's ceremony is going to be emotional. I'm going to try to keep it in check, but 5th graders, we're so proud of you. Let's see, what else do we have going on today? 2 special birthdays. I passed out the certificates and cards to all the faculty and staff that are having birthdays over the summer. But our 2 cafeteria staff workers, they're both Michaels, Michael Michelis and Michael Jefferson. If you see them today, give them happy birthdays. I'll bring them their treats here. You know, those cafeteria workers, they make sure our food is hot and good and ready to be served, and working on that new lunch schedule.
What I like about them is that they take pride in that. They really do. They really do. Yes.
And being trailblazers at DeSoto Trail. I know, I'm looking at books right in front of me. I don't want to forget these. First Lady Scott also made some great donations to our media center. I talked with Miss Christinger about making some special book plates inside. So there are some primary books and intermediate books. The Wish, The 39 Clues, Grandmother and I, Anne's Amazing Adventures. That looks like a great book. And then Wolves. So a good variety of books. And then also, I have to show you this beautiful book is from First Lady Scott, and it's actually a history of the first Florida families in the governor's mansion. So this will be in our nonfiction resource area. Very good. And it's really interesting, you know, some of the families that have served there, and you see some special pictures of their family events inside the governor's mansion at the holidays and inaugurations and things. So come check that out and learn more about Florida history. I'm sure the 4th graders will want to see that, you know, as they do their Florida history unit. All right. Very good resource. So thank you again to First Lady Scott for your donations to our media center. All right, anything else, Dr. Poole?
I promised the Black Bus that I would give a shout out to them, because do you know we have one more day, and I stepped on the bus yesterday and I asked the bus driver how were they doing, and I was impressed. He said they are listening to me, Dr. Poole, and they are doing a great job. And just as I promised all of the students that ride the Black Bus, I'm going to check on your report again today. And then tomorrow, I don't know, they may have something special.
I think I owe them a treat a while ago. So I'm going to get that together for you so that we can get that to them for sure. All right. Great job. All right, Trailblazers, we're going to send it on back to the news team. Thank you.
And now here's Miss Chrissinger.
Yay. Thank you so much, Trailblazers. Happy Thursday. Yes, and thank you, Mrs. Keltner, for sharing those wonderful, wonderful books. I can't wait to read the Florida history book because I'm a history buff. So that one especially stood out to me. So thank you. Mrs. Lent was getting some last-minute numbers for me. I want to say thank you so much to Mrs. Lent, because I could not do my job as efficiently as I could without her help. So give a big round of applause to Mrs. Lent. Yes. So thank you. We have had books coming in left and right, money coming in left and right. Our numbers are dwindling down. So we now only have 36 books out. So this is what I'm going to ask students. If you know that you have a book out still and you can't find it, please bring in the money by tomorrow. You're responsible, Trailblazers. You can do that, okay? Classes that are now complete include Miss Ammons, Miss Bellflower, Miss Morey, Miss Penson, Miss Hurst, and Miss Bird. So yes, congratulations, classes. The last thing I would like to say is we have some treats for those students who have met their AR goal this 9 weeks. We have wonderful bracelets that we're giving out. Your teachers should have gotten them. The only baggie I have left is Mrs. Hodge. So if Mrs. Hodge could send down a student to get her baggie. I had some wonderful help this morning from our news crew delivering all those great goodie bags. So keep on reading, and back to the news crew.
Did you share what was on the wristband?
Oh, thank you very much. Our wristbands say readers are leaders. So if you have achieved your goal, then wonderful. And I'm sorry, I was supposed to mention that Mrs. Mims got her books in. So yay. Okay. Thank you, guys.
A radiant success word for the week is reflection.
A time of reflection is when I thoughtfully look back at my accomplishments. I want to be proud of what I have done right and also determine whether I need to make changes. Reflecting helps me to set realistic goals for my future.
Now here's Miss Mims.
Good morning, Trailblazers. Yay, I got my books in. I was responsible. Okay, guys, no news coming out of the guidance office today. However, yesterday we had the passing of a great literary American here, Miss Maya Angelou, who was born Margaret Ann Johnson on April 4th, 1928. She was an American author and a poet. She is best known for her series of 6 autobiographical volumes, which focus on her childhood and early adult experiences. The first and most highly acclaimed, I Know Why the Caged Bird Sings, tells of her first 17 years of life. Miss Angelou also recited her poem on Post of the Morning at President Bill Clinton's inauguration. She also was a person who stood up for others' rights. She was an advocate. A lot of her things that she talked about in her poems dealt with identity, family. She even taught at Wake Forest up until her recent demise. And I just have one of her poems. This was one of her most famous poems. It was called I Know Why the Caged Birds Sing. And this she wrote in 1969, kind of when our country was in a little bit of turmoil. It says, the free bird leaps on the back of the wind and floats downstream till the current ends and dips his wings in the orange sun rays and dares to claim the sky. But the bird that stalks down his narrow cage can seldom see through his bars of rage. His wings are clipped and his feet are tied, so he opens his throat to sing. The caged bird sings with fearful trill of things unknown but longed for still, and his tune is heard on the distant hill, for the caged bird sings of freedom. The free bird thinks of another breeze, and the trade wind soft through the siding trees, and flatworms waiting on a dawn-bright lawn, and he names the sky his own. But the caged bird stands on the grave of dreams. His shadow shouts on a nightmare scream. His wings are clipped and his feet are tied, so he opened his throat to sing. The caged bird sings with the fearful trill of things unknown. And that was one of her most famous poems. So we just give honor to Miss Angelou today. She was an awesome, awesome poet. All right, back to the news team.
Radiate success, Trailblazers. Have a good day. Bye.